Its physical form is described as having both human and reindeer characteristics. Cool! It has the head of a reindeer, but with human teeth, which wrap around its entire face. That's not cool. Let's play Tornuktu. Hello and welcome to Hulu Plays Short in Your Games. Today I'm going to play a game by Johnny's Games, and this is a short Christmas winter themed horror game. He calls it micro horror game, made in 2 weeks. Late one polar night. You find yourself unable to sleep. You decide to move to the living room and start reading an old book your mom bought you at the bookstore. As the night goes on, strange things start to happen. You know what I like that people still read in indie horror games? I think it's quite important to keep that going, you know. Okay, so short info. I played through the whole game and I loved it. I'm in love with this, but I forgot to record the gaming. However, this is a very linear game. So I will try to basically match this playthrough with my original reaction because I think it's worth it. It might not, fit always, and there might be some weird cuts. That's me when I kind of try to make it in a way that you can still enjoy the whole play, but also have some of my actual reactions from the first playthrough, because it is really worth it. It's a fantastic game. It looks cozy and oppressive because the walls also, again, of course I'm a kid, so I'm small as heck, as is the rule in these types of games. But also the walls are so... It's the ceiling, I think. And that's a huge couch. Alright. Oh, that's the book. No, I want to look around. Look, we decorate a little bit. It's nice. Okay. So E doesn't do anything. It's a huge flat. Wow. There we go. Tornuktu. The Tornuktu is an evil creature originating from Alaskan folklore. Its physical form is described as having both human and reindeer characteristics. Cool! It has the head of a reindeer, but with human teeth, which wrap around its entire face. That's not cool. It has the body of a man, but with hooves for feet. That's fine. Its skin is pale white, but it's covered in black fur, and it has eyes that glow in the night. Yeah, I would not be happy to see that. You know, it's not like a sexy centaur situation here. It's, yeah, that's ghastly. Okay, how do I go to the... Okay. It is said to be especially tall when on its hind legs and capable... Ooh, and capable of walking like a human. Ooh. However, it is also capable of galloping like a deer and can travel at high speeds in an almost floating manner. So, we won't be able to run away. Well, I surely won't. Wait, do I... Yeah, so we read it? Oh no. That was in Mom's room, right? Hi? But I can't do anything. It's the second chapter. Okay. Polar night. The Tornuktu is said to only be seen in the months of November. Sorry, my back is somehow not good. More old people talk. It's no okay. Of November through January. During these months, Alaska experiences a time of darkness, also known as polar night, where the sun ceases to rise. It is believed the Tornuktu is unable to attack outside of these months due to a weakness to the sun. Once the polar night starts, the Tornuktu is said to be starving and will begin its hunt, invading people's homes and eating them. It is believed that the Tornuktu targets those who build their homes far from others in secluded places. Thus, to be safe from an attack, people should live closely to one another. I always wanted to have a house far away from people because I do like the quiet. But I think I would be too scared, actually. It's one of those things where, in my mind, it's amazing, but I think if I would actually live outside in the country with no one else around, I would get so scared that people would rob me or you know, the whole, I don't know if you know the movie Strangers with Liv Tyler, but that's one of the creepiest, most horrible movies. Oh, ew, that's disgusting. What is it with disgusting snowman? I just played a game with one that was equally horrible. Very recommended though. I will add it to the end recommendations of videos because that was hilarious. It was fantastic. It was really great. Played some really cool Christmas themed horror games this year. Usually I'm not the type. I don't really do that a lot. Well, look at it. That's hands. A sign Tornuktu is near is finding snowman-like figures which are said to have faces of the dead and smell like human corpses. It is believed such figures will surround a house before the Tornuktu attacks. Another sign. I don't need another sign. Man, I like corpse-smelling snowman. I'm fine. That's sign enough, you know? I don't need anything more. Another sign it might be near is excessive feelings of fear or distress with no direct cause. No, I have that every single day. Maybe not every single day, but I have that often enough. That's just anxiety, you know. That's not a sign. No. It's like there's two signs. One is, you know, something that can easily be confused with a thousand other reasons, and one is so obviously the Tornuktu that you don't need any other signs. I hate that I can't open the rooms. It's really well done. Sorry, I thought this would be like... Oh, my back. A silly game, but this is actually... very unnerving. Oh no, no! No! Can I light a fire? Oh, oh god! Okay. Oh, this was one of the best jump scares I had in months, maybe this entire year. Because, look, I always react to jump scares. But that's instinct, you know, that's just my body reacting. But this one was just really, that was fantastic. This is great. I love this. I love this so much. Okay. The children. The Tornuktu also carries a bag made of fur, which is used to steal children from the house it attacks. That's a little bit like the Krampus story, because I think Krampus is also, in some stories, supposed to take children that were bad. It is unknown where the children... No, it's not just the Krampus. They also have like some... Is it the Pächter? The Pächter? It's southern Germany. They have like wild folktales opposed to the north of Germany. And there it's like a woman that takes children, or... Yeah, I think she kidnaps children or really hurts them, you know, when they don't clean throughout the year. Which is one of those stories where you're like, well, that was made up by the parents, obviously. Okay. It is unknown where the children go when they are taken. Some say the Tornuktu eats their soul to attain immortality. Others that it keeps them to eat throughout the rest of the year. No. Shit. Where's Mom? Mom got killed. We heard the... Oh, that was so good. I always call this... Oh! Oh. Oh no. Oh! I can't go under the table. Was that Dad? No, it's Mom. That... Oh, Mom. I'm super tense right now. I always call it restrained when a developer is very smart with the scares that they use. Also, you know what? I want to go back and look at the weird 2 or 3 heads again because I love it. I have to see it. It is so fantastic. It's disgusting. I love it. Okay. Let's go back to the great book we got. Thank you, Mom. That was a good idea, right, Mom? To get me this? Yes. Also, I'm quite sure it's not age appropriate. Although I would have loved it as a kid. I loved horror books. I read them all. It is believed the only way the Tornuktu can die is to starve to death. So once it finds a house to attack, there's nothing that can be done to stop it. Thanks, book. Thanks for this. Alright. Oh, that's Mom? Mom. Oh! No! Oh, hold shift to sprint. But where? Oh, God. It's the disgusting... Oh, my God. Ah! Oh, my God. I didn't even see it properly. I have to put like a screenshot of it because I want to see. When I'm editing this, I will zoom in. Amazing. Really well done, Johnny's Games. This was super cool. I did not expect this. I thought it would be like a silly short game. You know, also seeing the house, you know, and the empty furniture, I was like, it will be one of those games. But no. No, shame on me, you know. Don't judge a book by its video game house. This was really fantastic. Like, the timing, the pacing. And I know it's like a buzzword, pacing, you know. But in my understanding, pacing means that you're very careful in how you tell the story, how you progress it. And how you slowly up the ante of the scary parts, but also the context of the story, you know, how much time you have between one scare and the next, which I always think is quite important because, not for all horror, but for horror that I enjoy, you always need the tension and then the release. Which is why a lot of horror games, for example, they have very tense chapters and then they have, for example, you know, areas where you have a conversation, where you do your, I don't know, inventory management, where you collect stuff and, you know, where you have some release, but in a way, you know. And that is usually important because if you just tense, you know, if it's just up here, then at some point you lose that tension because then you get used to it. But if you always have like the tense moments and then you have the relaxing moments, you can go back to the tense moments. And I think for shit, did I not record this? Oh, shit. Absolutely stellar work in storytelling, pacing, and atmosphere. I was really surprised by it, and I shouldn't have been actually, but yeah, I was. This, especially with popular games on itch, you never know whether they're popular for the right reasons, if you know what I mean. But yeah, how did you like it? Do you have a weird, creepy winter folk horror tale in your culture or in your family, even in your region? I don't even know if the Tornuktu is real. Let's look it up. So let's go, exit. Here's the thing where I'm not quite sure if it's really real. Usually if you add in a name of something that's real, the first entry you get is Wikipedia because it still is. It's a fantastic collection of just knowledge culturally, you know, and everything. But here the first thing you get is the game. So I'm actually quite sure that this is more, I mean, it might be a cryptid. Like I've just seen on Reddit a cryptids. I don't want to share because German copyright laws are super weird, so I don't want to get into anything of that. But there's a cryptids Reddit, of course there is. And there they have the question, and it's from 2 years ago. So obviously this game did not invent it. But what I think is that it's more like a creepypasta, a more modern myth that someone maybe, you know, thought of in a Reddit forum or somewhere else, and it's not really based on an actually old classic folk tale. Other than that, if you're new to this channel, play a lot of NER games, like to talk a lot about it, you know, I do stick close to the stories. So if I go off on a tangent, usually it has to do with video games and a topic that's in the game, but it could be any topic in that game because I'm highly associative in my thinking. But if you enjoy that, you know, feel free to subscribe. And I promise you, if I write a book about like a folklore monster, you know, I will make sure that this book does not, you know, magically conjure up that monster. That's number one promise. And number two promise is that the last page will not be, well, if it's in your house, you're fucked, you know. I will at least try to do my research. That's, you know, I mean, if I write a book about something, if I'm the expert, then I have to do the research on what can you do? Can you maybe shoot it in the face? Can you hide? You know, just give some tips, you know, just something for like a Hail Mary solution in case, you know, shit hits the fan. So that would be definitely something I would add in there, so you at least had like some small sliver of a chance. You know, for example, here's the thing. For example, what's not mentioned in that book is that those creepy corpse snowmen, they also basically cover the doors so you cannot escape. So that would have been helpful the moment we saw those snowmen, you know, to tell us, hey, you might wanna, you know, escape before they completely trap you in your house. You know, that would be something I would put in the book. Yeah, so subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day. And maybe, depending on when I put this video out, you know, which might be shortly before Christmas, in case you're celebrating, I wish you happy holidays. In case you don't celebrate, I wish you a nice time that's not too annoying, you know, made too annoying by people who celebrate. Because I guess it can be a little bit overwhelming when you don't celebrate Christmas. How absolutely bonkers focused a lot of countries and media are on Christmas. It is wild. I mean, I live in Germany. It's mostly Christian. It is wild. It is very wild. And nowadays, it's not even mostly Christian in Germany. It's just that people still pretend, you know, that like the majority of people in Germany are Christian. I'm not even quite sure that still holds true. But still, Christmas is such a big thing. So if you don't celebrate for whatever reason, I hope you get through the holidays without losing your mind, you know. But even if you celebrate, actually, that's a good wish for everyone, right? If you celebrate, I also wish you that you can get through the holidays without losing your mind, because it can be very stressful. Even if you love your family, to have them all in one place, it's not relaxing. You know, even if it's amazing, it's not relaxing. Let's just be honest. It rarely is. Actually, I think people who celebrate with friends, you know, usually have a more relaxing holiday than those that celebrate with family. It's my unpopular opinion. I don't think it's unpopular. I think it's quite popular. But other than that, yeah, if you see it after the holidays, take that for the next year, I guess, or for any other holidays, really. And yeah, I hope we see each other next time. This is myself recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.